Hello, my name is Adrian Garcia, and today I'm going to be talking about rewards and recognition that can help improve performance in the workplace. So, a little bit about me. Again, my name is Adrian Garcia. Currently, I'm a Sergeant First Class in the United States Army. Now, Sergeant First Class is one of the most senior management positions that the Army has to offer. I've been in the Army since 2008, and I've been in a management position since 2010. While in serving in the military, I acquired some experience in human resources. One of them was serving as a recruiter, and another is serving as a performance manager, monitoring young soldiers and helping mentor them to become future leaders. Currently, I'm in Saudi Arabia, where I serve as an advisor for the Apache helicopters, and I also serve as a diplomat for Saudi Arabians. I'm using the Army as an example of what an organization should strive to provide for its employees. Now, the reason being is because the Army is one of the biggest and oldest organizations in the United States history. It's always adapting to current trends, and not all jobs are combat related. In fact, a few of them actually coincide with what businesses have to offer. Now, before I get into the large portion of how awards, rewards, and recognition get into employees' happiness, I first want to speak about basic needs that must be provided by an organization. So, one of the biggest things that an organization should provide to its employees is paying them, so finance. Um, by providing adequate pay can help definitely maintain an employee's satisfaction. So in the military, service members get paid the same amount initially. But they can change that. So, say you don't have any college experience at all, and you just come in with a basic standard pay of an E1. Now, that starting pay changes over time. Every year, we kind of get reevaluated and get into what our normal starting pay is. Last I checked in 2021, our starting pay as an E1 was about 1850 a month. Now, like I said, you can come in with a little bit more money. Now, the way you do that is if you have a little bit of college credits or a little bit of college experience. So, right off the bat, the Army recognizes some achievements that you did prior to coming into the military. So, for example, if you have more than 24 college credits, the Army is willing to promote you to an E2, and that comes with a pay increase of about 150 bucks. You have 48 college credits or an associate's degree, you can come in as an E3. You start making a little bit more, and then if you have a bachelor's degree, you come in as an E4. Now, that doesn't really uh, dissuade you from trying to reach those ranks. You'll automatically get promoted every 6 months. If you just come in as an E1, you just wait 6 months, you'll be an E2. 6 months after that, you'll be an E3. 6 months after that, you'll be an E4. So you'll get an automatic promotion over time. So you won't, even though if you don't have the same advantage as those who did have some college experience, you'll still be able to be competitive in the workplace. So that inspires a lot of people to work from the bottom and make their way up to the top. Now, in addition to getting promotion every 6 months up to the rank of E4, you also get a pay increase every 1 to 2 years throughout your military career. So the military rewards individuals for their service, for their commitment, and the longer you stay in, the more you get paid, which I think should be pretty common practice amongst a normal workplace. You have employees that have been working there for a long time. They should be rewarded with a little bit more of a pay increase. Now, the military, they go a little bit above and beyond what a normal organization does. So, in addition to providing them their standard pay, single soldiers, they are also provided with basic living arrangements. So, they are allowed to live in the barracks. So, the barracks is pretty much the equivalent of what a college dorm room would be like. It's typically a one bedroom, one bathroom apartment. However, the service member does not have to worry about paying for the utilities at all. So pretty much their basic survival needs are met. Now, if the service member has a dependent, like a spouse or a child, then the military provides additional funds based on the zip code that are equivalent that should get the service member a decent housing arrangements. These funds are called basic housing allowance, and they're utilized to find proper living arrangements for the individual's family. Now, another thing that the Army provides as a baseline that most companies should also provide is benefits, obviously. So in the Army, we offer free healthcare. So for your service, the Army provides free healthcare. Now, the best part about Army healthcare compared to what a normal company provides is that not only does it extend to the individual, it also extends to their dependents. So their wife or children, they don't have to worry about any medical bills as long as the person is in the service. Now, me personally, this is the reason why I am still in and why I will continue to stay into the military until my time to retire. Because when my son was born, he had some issues, so he was hospitalized for about the first 6 months of his birth. Now, during that time, if I didn't have any insurance, I got the bill. It was about $4,000 to $5,000 for those 6 months. So that could have been anywhere between $24,000 to $30,000 that I would have to worry about. However, me being in the military, didn't have to worry about it at all. So that's one of the main reasons why a few people still stay in the military service is because they're able to provide for their families. All right. Dental. Dental is a big issue for some individuals. I know a lot of people who are working, they don't have dental coverage and they're really worried because if they get a dental injury or get dental pain or something like that, then there goes all their savings and they're in a bad spot. Another thing that companies should also offer is a retirement plan. The military offers one, either a thrift saving plans or a Roth IRA. And then another benefit that the Army also offers is fully training and certifying the individual for whatever job they chose. So most of the certifications that the Army offers coincides with what you would earn in the civilian world. And we maintain OSHA standards, for example. And when you get out of the military, you can take your experience and your certifications, and you should have no issue trying to find employment with other companies that are of similar career paths. So vacation, all companies should offer some form of vacation. So in the military, that is also kind of a reward because you've earned it. So every enlisted member, every military member, is allowed 30 days of paid time off annually, not to exceed 60 days. So usually if you don't take any vacation within 2 years, if management sees that you have 60 days of vacation saved up, they would encourage you to take that time off because the leadership above them looks at that and they see, hey, why aren't you letting your soldiers or your employees go home and take their time off? You're working them too hard. Give them some time off, or bad things are going to happen. So as a leader, you're encouraging your younger employees to take their vacation, enjoy their time off, and pretty much maintain a good morale and stay with their families. That's always good. But of course, we have to manage it so that we don't lose more than 90% of our company at one time. Otherwise, we won't be able to function properly. So this concludes the baseline rewards that basic employers should also be able to provide for their employees. Now, moving on to awards. So awards are great. They acknowledge that you've done hard work. They must be recommended by a supervisor, or they can even be recognized by a peer. As long as the individual has someone write the award, they can't write their own award. So, but someone can recommend the individual for an award. You can even recommend a supervisor for an award, so that's great. So in the military, it's really great because little awards, medals, they can be worn on their chest for the remainder of their military career. It definitely motivates an individual to work hard to get, and it motivates others to work hard to get the same recognition. Now, on the logistics side, it inspires retention. A young individual who's very motivated, if they're recognized, and like in the beginning, you only have like maybe 2 or 3 medals on your chest. And so when you start to get more and more awards and recognition that starts to follow you, your peers, they want to emulate that. they want to get on the same level and get recognized as well. Logistically, it really only costs maybe about $2 for that little medal. So in the long run, you get an employee that works hard, who's going to stay with you for a long time. They feel proud and motivated. So obviously, it's in a unit's best interest to give awards. Team awards that the Army also offers is plaques, trophies, challenge coins, ribbons for their guidons. These are things that make them stand out. Something that shows that they have prestige, something they can kind of show off to their peers. Now this inspires envy and promotes cohesion within, or this helps promote cohesion within teams, and it's the object of envy for other teams. So this is meant to inspire competition to try to get the best out of your internal units that you can. So this is highly encouraged. Competitive always provides the best, makes other internal companies strive for better performance. So promotion. So promotion in the Army, we don't really have to worry about how much it's going to cost the company. We're actually supposed to promote a certain amount of people within a year. If an individual's military career is stagnant, that looks bad on management. So we are encouraged to try to promote or get as many people ready to be promoted as possible. Before we do that, individuals have to meet a certain requirement to get promoted. They must attend a 2 to 3 month leadership course so they can learn a leadership style that best suits them. In addition to that, they have to go through kind of an evaluation board that's conducted by 3 to 5 management personnel, and it's just basically to see how the individual handles pressure, because it is quite intimidating to be in front of 3 to 5 senior personnel, and then they're asking you questions about how would you handle certain situations. But overall, it's just to test your mettle and the quality of leader that the individual would be. Now, one of the big parts about awards and promotion recognition is that both awards, promotion, and everything, they're presented in front of the whole company. So we usually make this a big ceremony. We can even have the family members present the award to the individual. Now, these are the individual gets very prideful during these situations. I remember when I got my promotion and my son put my rank on top of me, even though he was a toddler. It was a great feeling. The individual gets very proud. They're happy to be there. Everyone is proud for you. So it makes the individual feel recognized and respected. Lots of pictures are taken and they're posted on all social media outlets that the company has. And this encourages the family to view them if they were unable to be there. So in conclusion, being recognized and rewarded in front of family inspires a sense of pride. It inspires the individual to continue to work hard and inspires loyalty to the company. Being promoted obviously increases the pay, and of course, this also helps retention. So you get to keep quality individuals who are willing to work hard for you, and overall, you make the company better, because it's always better to keep someone who knows what they're doing than to have to retrain someone new every time. So overall, it is always in an organization's best interest to recognize skilled individuals and provide them with some sort of recognition. All right. Thank you very much for your time.